I get flashbacks now and again, depending on the surroundings that day, even to the point that it's scary being at home when there's nobody else in the house.
It was well planned. The people responsible were quite clearly prepared to use a considerable amount of violence to achieve their aim.
It was the start of another busy week for the staff of Switch Bar on Scotswood Road in Newcastle. Like every Monday, banking the weekend's takings was top priority.
That was just an ordinary, typical Monday. Usually we make the takings up, put them in special sealed bags, escort them to the van and then take them along to the bank.
Paul and his colleagues are cashing up the weekend's takings. At the same time, a blue Nissan Almera approaches the rear of the bar.
I left the rear of Switch, made my way up the street to collect the van.
Two men wearing high visibility jackets walk down Scotswood Road.
Drove down to the back doors. Maury and Chris came out the back of the pub. We got on the van and then we set off for the bank. Nothing seemed different about that particular Monday at all.
But it wasn't to be just another typical Monday, as Paul and his colleagues would soon find out.
Went down Churchill Street. We were stuck on the corner for a couple of minutes, just waiting for the lights to change, really.
It was a momentary pause in an otherwise hectic day.
It was broad daylight, the colleges had just emptied out. This area is busy because of the bus station anyway, so there was lots of people around. When carrying large amounts of money, you always sort of think that it could happen to you, but you know, we weren't expecting what happened.
It's Monday, the 20th of October 2008. Staff at a central Newcastle bar have collected the weekend's takings and are on their way to the bank.
When carrying large amounts of money, you always sort of think that it could happen to you, but you know, we weren't expecting what happened.
Money! Money! Give us some money now! Go! Go! Go!
The offenders on this occasion have quite clearly done the homework.
Whilst this may appear to be a random smash and grab, Senior Investigating Officer D.I. Buzzio spots a carefully crafted plan.
I think it's highly likely that that they have been watching the premises. They've laid the trap, they've been quite specific, they've known the route that the victim was going to take. They've been able to block the vehicle in quite easily, quite simply, and it's given them time then to carry out the attack.
The thieves spray ammonia, a highly noxious chemical, into Paul's eyes.
It felt like somebody had poured lots of pebbles or gravel into my eyes. That was them burning.
After examining their tactics, D.I. Buzzio reveals there's more than meets the eye in the CCTV footage.
As you can see, the van is pulling out and is heading down Churchill Street with the intention of parking at the back of Switch Bar. What's interesting from our point of view is that this vehicle here, this is the Nissan Almera motor car, which is then making its way down, following the victim in the van.
Having pulled up at the rear of the bar, Paul collects his colleagues, unaware that he's a marked target.
It's important to look into the background, because what you will see is, again, you'll see the blue Nissan Almera will actually go, there it is, there it goes at the back of the shot, and out down Churchill Street.
The two offenders can be seen loitering around the corner on Scotswood Road, waiting for their cue from the blue Nissan Almera.
All they're waiting for is for the victims to get into the van, at which point their associate is going to block them in, and it's at that point that they'll then be able to make their move.
It seemed to be the perfect plan, but then this red Corsa pulls away in front of the van.
Shortly, you'll see the blue Nissan Almera, followed by the red Corsa, and then the red transit van.
The Corsa's in the way. The thieves have to think quick on their feet.
What in effect happens is the Almera pulls over to allow the red Corsa to pass through. It then moves back into the middle of the road and in effect blocking in the transit van, and it's at that point that the two men in the high-vis jackets attack the passenger window of the transit van.
The robbers speed off down Scotswood Road, over the bridge towards Gateshead.
This is the victim here. He's got his left hand out to his face. He's in some distress.
The problems with the eye are still ongoing. I have to go to the hospital still once a month, put drops in 4 times a day, so I still can't drive at night very well. Still, you know, the vision in that eye is very hazy.
Nearly blinded by the attack, Paul has been left with emotional scars as well.
You know, we're always looking over our shoulder now since it happened. You know, the thought of people watching everything that you do for weeks on end. It's quite scary. I get flashbacks now and again, depending on the surroundings that day. You know, it's even to the point that it's scary being at home when there's nobody else in the house.